Has joined us. Hello, Anna, and welcome.
Thank you. I made it.
Yay! Happy Monday.
It's been a very, very busy Monday.
Well, I can imagine because you've been pumping out the blockbuster articles recently. So much great information has come out just in the last few days.
Well, there's a tremendous amount coming in, and what's happening is what I always thought would happen. Once people realized that they had a gathering point and that there were places where this information fit, they would begin grabbing pieces of the puzzle and working it. And that is what's happening. There are researchers now all over this country digging. And as they dig, they bring forward more bits and pieces that illuminate the entire circumstance, the history of how we got here, and which also then suggest remedies for how to go forward, how to correct things, and how to bring order back out of the chaos that was caused by the Civil War.
Right. Well, and what also is very apparent is that this has been planned for a long time, a very long time.
Yes.
And
with malice and forethought.
Yeah, and they use the same MO over and over again. You made the parallel between Lincoln and JFK.
Right. And even things that have happened since then. Osama bin Laden, 9/11. There are a lot of elements of these things that are similar. The use of actors. John Wilkes Booth was an actor. Crisis actors and the false flags that we've endured. Hollywood, all of these rumors that various persons in Hollywood have been tried by military tribunals for crimes against humanity. There are parallels here that just cannot be explained, except that they are being carried out by the same groups that have the same modus operandi over time and large blocks of time. I mean, we have, right with the Lincoln assassination to the Kennedy assassination, we have 100 years. So these are organized crime syndicates that are, able to carry on for generations.
Right.
Now, of course, we already knew that, for example, the Rockefellers are a multi-generational crime family. We had the evidence on old JD, and then Nelson and all the rest of them have continued unabated. They were rebuffed for their monopolization of the pipeline industry and the oil industry, and so they just turned around and got involved in monopolizing the pipeline and the banking industry.
Right.
So, I mean, these people are inveterate. They're criminals. They know what they're doing, and they do it with malice aforethought, and they simply continue on doing what they do generation unto generation until they get smashed and their monopolies get taken away from them, and they get a strong enough message that no, bad dog, you are not going to do this again.
Exactly. And that's what you've been working hard on for the last 20 years, beyond that.
Right. Of course, I can't take credit for the knowledge I have now in terms of one person being able to dig this stuff up, because it just did not happen that way.
Right. It's been a team of worldwide people.
It's been a huge effort by many, 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 many people over a long period of time.
Yeah, generations.
Right. Well, each one of us is like a little point of light where we pick up on something and we preserve that information or that evidence, and then we squirrel it away. And we may not know where it fits, but we've got it. And when the right stimulus comes, when we see where it goes, and then we pass it on to others who see where it goes, then it all just comes together, click. It's like, when you get down to the last few pieces in a puzzle, and you start being able to go, oh, well, this piece goes there, and then it goes together really rapidly. Well, that's what's happening with this. And it's actually a very exciting time. But it's also a very sobering time in that we see the criminality, and we see how it has been worked, if you will. My son was comparing it to the workings of a magic spell, but it's not really magic. It's just crime. It's just coercive, purposeful, criminal behavior and activities which have been allowed to continue on because too many people were compromised by them. Mm-hmm. Not enough of them had the courage to actually get out of the situation.
Right. So many of them were benefiting from it.
Right. Well, I mean, think about it. We've got the connection of the Hellfire Club. Everybody from Ben Franklin to Aleister Crowley to Anton LaVey, Satanists, high Satanists, as well as just commercial bounders, people that wanted money, that wanted power, basically selling their souls to the devil, literally.
Right.
Because, they're committing these heinous crimes as the blackmail deposit, guaranteeing their loans and their obedience to Satan.
Links to Anna's articles and resources can be found in the video description box. Thank you for subscribing, liking and sharing.